Hey everyone, Jordan here from Cinelinx.com. I'm back today with an all new video. It's going to be a little bit different, but I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Today I have a special delivery from Limited Run Games. If you don't know Limited Run Games, what they do is they take a bunch of classic games or games that never had a physical release, digital only, and what they do is they offer physical releases for them and present them in these super awesome collector's edition packages. Recently, they have partnered up with Lucasfilm and Star Wars to bring a whole bunch of the classic Star Wars games and giving them that limited run treatment. And they were kind enough to send me two of their recent collector's editions, the NES Star Wars game and the Game Boy Star Wars game. Star Wars games are a huge part of my personal collection, so I'm really excited to dive into these, and I thought it'd be fun to share that with you guys. So let's go ahead and tear these open and get right to it. Since both of these have the same cover, I don't know which one's which, but I do know that one's NES and one's the Game Boy one. So let's go ahead and pop these open and we'll just be surprised by what we find. Fun thing about these, I already have these. I have the original releases in my collection already, and I played them a lot as a kid. I remember I played mostly the Game Boy one because that was the first time I had a console of my own was the Game Boy, and that was the only Star Wars game that I had, the only one I could find back then. And it's not a good game, but I played it a lot. I mean, the NES game itself I've played since, but I got that when I was an adult, and it looks like I just opened the Game Boy version. It's got this nice classic, see-through blue quality to it. It's sitting right there. But what's really cool is, of course, it's not just the game that you're getting. They have a version where it's just the game, and I have that too. But once you pop that out, you have all this other stuff inside. Oh my gosh, let's take a closer look at all this stuff. You have that coin, of course. It's just a nice, cool little commemorative coin that you can display anywhere. I'm probably going to keep this all together, but that's just me. Have these fun little mini posters, little postcards that come with it. Of course, from the original Star Wars movie itself, different posters. For classic game collectors, the thing that you're really going to enjoy is it comes with a reproduction of the original Game Boy instruction booklet. Remember back in the day when games came with instruction booklets that actually had a lot of useful information to them? Well, while this is just a reproduction, it's a really faithful reproduction, even down to the original button schematics and the screenshots that are inside. It's just kind of a neat little blast from the past. Of course, it also comes with the little pin for those of you who are pin collectors. It's in the shape of the Game Boy cartridge, which is kind of neat. And then it also has a nice reversible poster that folds out of the original movie poster. It's two-sided. It's got both versions on there, so it's really neat if you don't have these. It folds out and you can flatten it out and hang it up. Like I said, everything about it is just neat. I know I keep saying that, but it's just really fun from a collecting standpoint to have stuff like this. These reproductions, and of course being a numbered edition, stuff like that, and the whole presentation overall. And this is just for a Game Boy game. So let's pop open this NES version, which again, like I said, I've only really played as an adult, and it was impressed with how similar the Game Boy version turned out to be. Open it up. Again, you have the certificate of authenticity. It's numbered out of 2,000 to tell you which one you have. And when you take that out of the way, again, you have that nice, really cool, semi-transparent blue cartridge to play around with. And again, if you have the ability, these old consoles, you can actually play these. These do work. If you weren't sure about that, these do work in your old consoles. So once you get the cartridge out of the way, you have a very similar setup to the Game Boy one. You have the cartridge-shaped pin that you can play around with, the challenge coin that's up there. And it also comes with pretty much the same posters that you get in the other version. as well as another reproduction manual. Now, of course, this one's going to be for the NES version of the game, which is slightly different, of course, but again, it's a really nice, faithful reproduction of that original instruction manual. Anyway, both of these things are just a lot of fun, and really the whole thing with limited run games is that they specifically appeal to fans and collectors. So whether you're a video game collector or in this instance a Star Wars collector, I can absolutely tell you that these things are worth the cost. They're about 80 bucks, and obviously they're only for a limited time, hence the name. So you have to get on them when they come in. And I know 80 bucks for a game and stuff, especially an old game that you may not even have a console for anymore, seems pretty steep. But I got to tell you, going through these as both a fan and collector, they're definitely worthwhile. So be on the lookout. Of course, keep it tuned to Cinelinx.com. We will have announcements for when they release special editions, whether they're Star Wars or any other game. So keep your eye out. And if you find a game that you're passionate about and you see them coming up for sale, I would absolutely set a timer and get ready to buy them, because these are a whole lot of fun and you're going to have a blast with them. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little unboxing video and just kind of geeking out in general. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and tell all your friends about it. Until next time, keep it tuned to Cinelinx.com for all your movie, gaming, and geek-related needs.